Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Whiskerwood. This is Jappa here. Very interested to continue scaling our economy. I have no worries that we'll survive this winter at all. In fact, I don't suspect we'll be getting anyone even in the medical triage tent, which I will put someone here. I'll put you, Mr. Grady. This should be good. Somehow that's warm. This one does enough to kind of keep this one. Yeah, this one's warm, so we don't have any negatives. I could do with some nets, but to be honest, looking at the amount of fish we're producing, which is kind of insane, we're overproducing right now. Like, massively overproducing. Let's actually speed up here. Let's see. Will these empty out fast enough, or do I need to split this between two separate storages? I'm going to have to split this between two different storage networks, because these produce so much bread. I need to put another medium storage in. I'll put it in right here. So this will be kind of our storage lane. Whoa, wow, that was weird. I paused it at, like, really bad time, so it was very frozen. So I'm going to have to do this differently again. From what I learned in the last episode, you can just do something along the lines of this. Oops, didn't put that there. This should just work. So I see why it was bumping, is because it was completely filled, so I got the wrong idea. They should probably change the texture just a bit to maybe add a roller when there's multiple, but again, early access. I'm kind of being like a little, yeah, anyway. Yeah, this is producing so much bread that we don't even have to worry about the smoked fish, which we apparently don't have any here. So maybe I add in the storage nexus. What should I do? I'm gonna add a small storage, because I can fit one. I can put a medium storage here, I think. I can fit a medium storage right here if I really needed to, but I kind of want to leave this lane open for something. So maybe I put a small, just hit T, put a small storage right here. I'll make that also a high priority. At this point, I don't think I actually need the Eureka moments. How much research did we produce in the last few days? Yesterday we did about 27. Yeah, so we're actually using up a ton of our bronze. I'm going to just get rid of this now. It has served its use for most of the game. But right this second, I think I desperately need night construction, just to try and speed this up a little bit. They're not producing anything, because they are full. Their outputs are full. No, they're not. They're just not there. Okay, I see. My bad. My bad, G. Oh my god! Okay, so we definitely have too many whiskers that want to go this way. Do I build a third track? Or do I just hope that we can get enough copper and expand our current production? Because there's actually a good amount of copper. I think now is a good time, once we finish this, to kind of stop worrying about the top for now and just start doing a full strip mine of a bunch of different levels to try and find any excess resources. And by that, I mean, because at this point we very much need resources. Let's go from where we can go, which is here. Start mining out basically exactly what we did on that other tall, small island. at this point, this is a good level to start, because we don't know anything about this level. I think that's also good for now. No, let's finish this off. No point being lazy here. It'll be done eventually. Whether we do it right now or, I don't know, in a couple of minutes. Doesn't make much of a difference. Might as well get it done now, though. Just like that. Also add a couple of extra shafts here. Just kind of finish off this area. It's almost time to move the tree farm. Almost time. I am still thinking of an area here, actually. So this will actually be a good idea. So we have the main mine shafts here, which will bring down materials for the stone cutters through this. In fact, I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to add one in the middle. I could make a complex series of input hoppers throughout the mine shafts, but I'm not going to do that, really. I'm going to add a few kind of strips. These strips are... Okay, actually, I just thought of something. As we're mining this out, I'm going to add input hoppers to the end of these and just have long conveyors. So that way I can kind of go like this. Is that... Hang on, that's 3. In this way, they can get around these hoppers while also still using them to supply up. Kind of like this. Very good. Those are lined up, which I like to see. So now, I should actually make this a little bit easier for them. I'm going to give them elevator here. Let's see what I'm doing in a moment. I've done this before, but I've not done it like this before. Like that. And then I add a path over top so that they can get to some of the last few of these guys. Make this a little bit easier for them. Oh, and of course there's no entrance. Oopsie-daisy. There we go. That should give them. Immediately they're going to be using that because they're like, oh, it's the closest path to get resources. Where is this stone? Okay, this is almost up. This guy's almost up. And in this one, I'm just going to get excessive amounts of fish and mushrooms. So I'll reject all, but I'll get fish and mushrooms. I'll get 72 fish, not 74, 72. 72 fish and 72... Oh, 72. 72 and 72 of each. And we have tons of fish, but we do not have tons of mushrooms at the moment. We're getting some already, somehow, which I don't believe you. How are you not fueled? I'm sorry, wait a second. How are you not fueled? Do you not have fuel? Let's empty this out, because I forgot about this. I put this down last episode, so I can put fuel in it. Dumping everything, and then I ask for a full tank of fuel, so that we don't have this issue. And I think that's good. I'm going to undo the dump all, because I don't have to have full 55 in there. You can see just how quick they are with it, too. That's why having these seems like, oh, that's pointless. No, it really helps. They're going to mine, these ones are going to mine this out, and that'll be the end of this here, because this is actually becoming an eyesore. You can actually just see exactly where the mountain had started. Actually, it's easier if I go to N. You can see exactly where the mountain had been, and now where we have shaved it down a little, let's say. 409 cut stone. Okay. So I'm going to let them use this for now, just for a minute, and then I want them to... actually, I'm going to make a few paths, because this will be where the mine entrance will be. Or a bunch of mine entrances will be here. Why does that not look right? Is there a... no? No, that looks right. I'm just being confused by this. At some point, probably in the near future, this station here will be completely above ground. That'll be really fun. So there's still so much bread, but it looks like we're not doing half bad on getting food out. This should speed things up considerably. I'm gonna actually just dump all, and I didn't do that. Oops. So they were dumping their gold and stuff here, which doesn't make any sense, to be frank. Oh, it's because we're immediately dumping everything from this. That's why. 11.5. So I'm very happy to see that this nexus is really being used. I'm just thinking of something here because of the way I built this. If I get rid of you, actually, I'm gonna get rid of these two, and I'll move them somewhere else. I'm gonna add them to this row right here. I can add a few at least. I'll just do that. And then I do have the fountain, don't I? I do have the fountain. And there's a bit of room right... ooh, there's not much room. I could move you, actually, because you don't have to be right there. Do it like that. And that leaves this space right here. I didn't really plan that, but it works out in my favor. I'll add that waterwork right there. And I can just add a bit of pipe. And just like that, that should give us a bit of a boost. Boom, and immediately that should be giving us a nice boost to the beavers. Or, God. Let me know if you'd like to see a Timberborn series, because I haven't touched that game in about a year, but I have hundreds of hours. Absolutely love it. I keep calling these whiskers beavers, because I'm just so used to playing that game. I'm going to add a fire station, which I'll boost here as well. Even though they have that building there, that's fine. We're at the height of winter. I'm gonna add you to like right over... No, you're gonna be right here. C'est moi. Bit of a cough, that's all. Unsafe worker, when did I let you in? Oh no, that's a mistake. I want to make sure these... Because this right here, the guild specialty, gives them a 50% boost, or at least a 50 worker speed boost to that kind of production, which is, it's so helpful. Extremely helpful. So I don't think this has a use now, and it's becoming a bit of an eyesore because I want to be able to consider this, so I'm just going to get rid of it for now. Look at all that wood back. And in fact, I'm going to get rid of this building too, since that's also an eyesore. It gets in the way. I'm also going to add... I'll leave these ones over here to finish that, but I'll also add 2 earthworks people. Because we're just going to mine around it, but I also want to make sure this is filled in. Not that I need it to be, but it would just be nice. It'd be a nice thing for it to look better, and I should probably fill this in as well. Just for the future, we can just mine around it, which I'm completely fine with. It's all about the visuals at this point with our main area. We can just mine around any buildings, but we really can't not see this. We desperately need to, yeah, let's fill these in. Let's get you going. Huh? Hello? How do you not know where to go? Oh. Whoops, let me temporarily put you here. Just until they start building out. You can see we're moving pretty quick with this. Start really carving away at this, this mass of buildings. Or this entire mountain, I mean. Okay, fill these up now. Building is dangerously cold because they're not producing anything, and I really don't need any more than a certain amount of fertilizer. Realistically, actually, you should be producing. Anyway, I think one here is fine. Does this produce heat? Oh, it doesn't. Oops. I may have to put a heater over here just for a minute. Just for a moment. Un momento. Put it... I can't... Oh, I can put it here. Okay, that's it. That's actually good. We can use this area. But I feel like that might be a bit of an oversight because I can't put the heating stoves under soil, but I can't put it... I can put it underneath something like that? That's kind of weird. So no overhangs. And then this is... As soon as you see resource, you go for the resource as well. Oh, there's the copper. That's what we should be doing. Copper. This one's got gold? What? Did we hit a gold patch? Doesn't look like it. Or did he go for the gold? He did not go for the gold there. I don't know. Hello? What? Oh! Oh no! Oops, I need to keep this... I need to keep a bridge here. Let's keep... Or, a bridge, what am I saying? Well, I'll keep a staircase here. Right there. That's good. Now you can get up there. In case we needed to make threads out of a flax spinner. That can just go at this point. Do I have enough threads? Okay, I'll need to rethink this area once I start moving a lot of these buildings. I'm going to keep them for now, but let me add 2 large storages so I can just start dumping a lot of these buildings to make room. And I'm fine with them being over here. Not this one, actually. Hang on. Leaving a bit of room in case I do decide to keep them for a little while and have conveyor belts. So, again, threadbare clothing, that's fine. It's not enough of a negative to be a problem, and I know we'll be fixing it very soon here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this just for a second. They can get up that... They don't need this one. This one can actually be the first conveyor, I think. And we'll put it into a medium storage, which I'll put right here, actually. I'll let them fill it in first. Oh my god, you can see where the coal is. That's becoming dangerous. That looks dangerous, to be honest. But it's just a video game. Yeah, this one building here produces so much flour. 50 flour at its height. How much does this consume? Each one of these only consumes like, oh, yeah, like 15 or so. Like almost, like maybe not even 20 flour, which is pretty crazy. Do I need excess flour here? No. No, I just need excess fish to be able to be distributed in the area. Because for whatever reason, our fish isn't being moved very well. Maybe I put a logistics hub here. I really got to expand our logistics a little bit. Logistics here, just to help move things. I should maybe put a station right here. That's probably a good idea. I don't want to over... I'm going to add a station from here to here, maybe? paths. Okay. It's too short. It would need to be over here somewhere. Kind of like here. Can add a... ooh, let's redo that. How would it look? Let's put the bridge in first. Or oh my god. I put in the staircase first. So that doesn't actually work. Let's put it... I put a staircase like here. I can put a station about here. And I can put a path there. And I think I can finish this rail by kind of going like this. And then I can put a station right there. That'll be not a very good nexus, because I don't want to leave this here. I don't want this to stay here. Our builders got a lot going on, but you can see they're moving real fast. Yeah, just like that. And now I'm going to start dumping a lot of this storage here, which my logistics people are not going to be happy about, but if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. Because I gotta make space now. This is gonna look kind of ugly for a little while. I liked how smooth it was before, but it should be fine. And again, we still have no beaver whiskers. We have no whiskers that will do anything. Okay, so this has too much fuel apparently. Oh. Uh-oh. That's a bit of a problem. Well, I wish I could say, can I have a maximum amount of this? I can't, though. This is just requesting, though, which is just unfortunate. So I can't have this here, then. I'm just going to have to say no fuel. And in fact, dump the storage for a little bit. Okay, these are working at a much better efficiency now. Each one can produce... was that 80? 55? 55. So this one has a bit of a boost for whatever reason. In fact, it's the slowest, or I guess not all of them are working. Jesus Christ, that's smog. But if I look at the amount of smog, it's gone way down in the population areas. And in fact, this entire area here, yeah, there's only one source of pollution in this area now, and that's just making sure everything's heated. So I'm happy. I'm definitely happy with that. Start making room. Give these whiskers a tall order. Let's get rid of you, too. I know we needed them, but I don't think we do. We have 3 dining halls. I did read your comment. So the dining halls, they don't cook anything. The dining halls are just there as an easy distribution source for food, as well as a buff to the approval rating. If I pull it up here, everything is about buffs, debuffs, and your approval. Approval, disapproval. You can see visited dining hall is pretty low. That's because a lot of the whiskers are working quite far away. And I might think to put a couple of dining halls out there so that when they get off work, they can immediately hit the dining hall. Visit a cafe is actually the same boost. What? I'm sorry? Wait a second. Why is it better for them to do a dining hall instead of a visited cafe? Is all it is that you don't get the uncomfortable dinner? Is that it? 8 at a warehouse, though, is a bit bad. That just tells me that's how many whiskers are working in the industrial zone. Because they're just eating bread over here. If I look... Yeah, bread and smoked fish are currently the top approval sources. But it comes to a bit of a problem of, like, where would I put the... Look at that boost. That's just from one of these. This gives a pretty large boost, and I think it has fit very well. You can see each one of those green leaves. You can barely see it. They do technically get a warmth bonus when they're underground. This is kind of a failed project here. Not that I failed, I've kind of put a pause on it temporarily, which we will definitely come back to. Yeah. You can see that's just from how good of a boost these houses are. 21, 23. It's not chill pause. Is there anything else I can do? Definitely 8 at a warehouse is a bit of a problem, as well as threadbare clothing. I might switch over one of these just really quickly to be making... Actually, I'm just going to give some of these a boost. Temporary boost, because we have the approval and we're not going to be using it on anything else. Let's go. We have the resources, we have the cotton, you have the threads and the fabric and the weavers to be able to do it. I'm going to move this one over here. I'll move this one here, and I'll get them to... fill this in a little bit. Do we seriously need more room for wheat? We have so much wheat. Hello? Wheat should be going exclusively to here. I'm not dumping any of that wheat. Kind of weird. Whoa, that's a jump. What the heck? Look at that. We are converting it. Look at that. 30,000. I think that's also... No, it couldn't be from that. We are getting a ton of iron, I guess. What could it be that's making our worth just jump up massively? It can't just be this. That's only half of it. So this is what happens when you get a lot of gold and you just save it up. So if you need to early game, you can use your gold ore. If you see, it is worth quite a bit as long as you have enough of it. But after a certain point and you're able to work with the smuggler, do not use your gold ore. Just sit on it. That's my strategy, that's my tip. I'm going to mine out a couple of nooks for them to work in. Just so that they're in there, and that they give me room. Okay, let's start to plan this out a little bit. I'm going to give myself a bit of room here for the coast in case I end up doing anything, and also to not be near that building, the shipyard, which just doesn't do anything. What I'm going to do is put down 2 stone cutters. 1, 2, and 3. And with that, I want to make a stone shed, which I'll put about there in the middle, and then also an output right there, in which I'm going to basically immediately bring that up to a height. And there's the main way you're going to output. from this. I wanted to give it a little bit of room in case I want to put decorations or something else down, because I'm sure that this one will actually be more permanent. I'm also going to put... Let's not put a warehouse like that. Let's put a medium... Let's put a small warehouse, because we don't need that much. We'll put it like right there. And this small warehouse will be where the stone and other long-term resources come from. And since it'll be right here, it'll be much nicer. Yeah, you can see they're putting cloth there. This area doesn't have a good output zone, which is fine. They have tons of bedding, but they're not going to any of these houses. Why? What's going on? Or are they? Okay. This is where having a search to be able to find certain whiskers is good. Because what I'm looking for with these whiskers is their speed above all else, but I can't sort by that. So I'm looking for ones that are 120 movement speed here. Actually, also, if I can, carry strength. No? Something I can also think of in the future, because certain resources give certain buffs, I'll have like a logistics hub in a nexus area with dining halls with specific resources enabled. So if I go over here, you can enable certain resources. So right now, bread gives us an extra 1 carry size, which is pretty massive. But once we get to things like the, let's see, where is it? The hearty meal, which gives a 25 to buff to each of the stats, plus 2 extra carry capacity, that'll be massive. That'll just be absolutely massive. With these buildings, it doesn't particularly matter who's in them, really. Okay. I'm not a massive fan of how they're putting their stuff here, but it should be okay. Oh, I need to... Did I not reject? Oh. Let me just reject all except for fabrics, bedding... Where's the threads? Threads, and then also tailored cloaks. So those can go there, everything else, goodbye. I'll also accept a small amount of ropes. So stone cutting should... Oh, oops. Stone cutter should definitely be boosted at this point. Reject all except for stone. Make that 72 stone. I'll also... So the good thing about these buildings, you see this little kind of nook here. I was thinking, I didn't realize I should probably put it the other way, because I'll have the storage out here, and we'll have stone come directly. But I really don't want to taint the output, or the input for these stone cutters. There are a couple different kinds of chest layouts I like to have. The input chest, which should only have the resource for the building that you're building, sorry, what am I saying? Every production building should have an input chest, and it should only have the resources it needs just to build that right now, so it doesn't have to go very far. And then it should have an input hopper where they dump all of their resources, which goes to a larger storage. You see this is kind of backing up now. Then we also have... Did I not build this right? It's too high. Oops. Then you have the general storage, which is what I have right here. This is where you're outputting the production stuff. And then there's the mining output, which is its own category, just because of how many different resources you need and where those specific resources need to go. So this one, He's also still kind of getting overwhelmed. Probably need more logistics hubs. So I have a bunch over here, a bunch over here. I don't think I need any over here right this second. I realize just how ugly this looks. Let's redo this a little bit. Put a logistics hub here as well. Okay, so I see why they were overwhelmed. Just kick all that. Bedding is back up, and tailored cloaks we are producing at our maximum potential output, at least of what we currently have. I will also want to get an even bigger amount of people, so that means, oh wow. Okay, time to convert 2 of these to jam pastries, because we can. And we have a good amount of mushrooms, so I'll switch to one of these. No, I'll switch 2 of them back over to fish skewers, because we should be producing some more mushrooms. Let's look. Yep, they already harvested it, and they're going back. Do they not have fertilizer? No, they have fertilizer. I don't know. Kind of weird. I could activate these right now, but I don't think I will. So let's look at the statistics, because they've only really started producing today. They're producing very quickly, though. Producing tons. Okay, let's actually switch up where this one's going to the other one, because this one's getting... the other one's getting filled up a bit too quickly from other sources, so let's do that. And that should kind of save up on some storage here. Tons of machinery. Let's get you moved over to here. And now, let's get our sawmills, which I want to put here, because I also, when we get this area to be a our next large tree farm, I want the output to be very simple and straightforward. Just kind of wheat, come here and get a small storage kind of like this, which will be the input. Because when we have the tree farm here, the only thing they'll be able to see are the trees. Or be able to farm are the trees, excuse me. Let's put down 3 sawmills. 1, 2, and I'll put another one here. And see how I made this. Give it a bit of room. I'm probably going to put the weavers and the tailors right here. That's lined up. This one is not so lined up, but that's fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Things are starting to shape out quite a bit, and our money machine is starting to print. Cut stone is a very good resource to sell the smuggler, as I've shown. These guys are also going for the resources, which is completely fine. Look at them jam pastries. What the? Oh, okay, that's fine. You can dump your stuff there as well. There's enough extra room. Let's put down here 72 logs is a good start. And in fact, I'm going to turn some of this stone. It'll be 70 for each. About 70 for each, and I'll keep 5 ropes so they can keep their upgrade material close, even though the upgrade material is being produced right here. That won't be forever. It'll be produced here, so it'll be even closer. I'm not going to keep these weavers here. Actually, I can... Once I empty this out here fully, which is going to take them some time. Oh, I see why. I see why. Oops. Now they're going to start dumping. And once they start dumping from this, I'll be able to put down another sawmill, which I'm going to put right here. This right here is just a potential extra path, or even an input hopper, whichever. They ate? No! No wonder all our mushrooms are disappearing. Come on! I will actually also put a small storage, just like right here, which I'll keep with tons of important resources. Oh, look at that. That's why I want night builders. Oh, never mind. We're in day. Look at all these whiskers going to their job. 50 of them! And they're all on one platform. Hello? Hello, there's another platform. Let me do this. And in fact do this, so it's a little bit easier for them. So that they can choose correctly and go to the other potential path. Hello? My god. Add these ones here. Yeah, you're no longer needed, at least not right this second. We get all our resources back. This one I need to dump everything. Let's get a sawmill down again. Just like that. Let's keep the 2 weavers here, and in fact I'll add a 3rd weaver. And then I'll add a storage shed right here that they can pull from. I want to add 2 cotton gins, which I'll be working off of. Cotton gins right there. 1, and then 2. Enough room to put an output piece here. Actually, let's rethink this entirely. I'm going to actually even destroy these buildings. Let's rethink. At this point, I don't want to say sedentary, I want to change things up. So the way I want to do it, I'm going to start kind of here. I'm going to put a small storage shed right like this. This will have, actually, let's just make it a storage shed, and we'll only have one thing, cotton. So we're going to turn cotton into threads, like this. Make them into threads. So these 2, each one will need 3 weavers each. Input here. There'll be a chest, a warehouse right here. Goes like that, immediately right into it. Once into it, I'll have 6 threadworks, or weavers, what am I saying? I'll have 6 weavers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 isn't going to be enough unless I boost them. Do I need this one here? I don't think I need this one here. I can dump this one. Let's make this one first. Let's make sure the storage pieces are first. And then there'll be enough room to add probably about ooh, I don't know, 5 or 6? Hang on, let me look at this. So Weaver does that, 233, 144. I might need more than this, actually. We'll see what happens. I have enough room to take these whiskers, and I have enough food. I don't see any unsafe workers, and I don't see any monarchists, so I'm just going to take all of them, actually. I need the boost in population for what I'm about to do here. We're already out of winter. Wow, that went by so fast. And again, we didn't need anyone even inside of the medical triage building at all. Which I'm happy about, so we'll reject all. Cotton. 55. Make sure it's filled with cotton only. Reject all except for threads. I have to rethink this anyway. This one probably have to go. Let's go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. This will have threads. Hang on, I need to make this a bit tighter. So I definitely have enough room now. Kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I put another output hopper here. Make their lives a bit easier. Add a few paths. This one has to go. I'll add a heater right here. And we'll add a heater right here. Stand ready for my arrival. Yeah, okay. Let's make a bit of room here for what we're going to be doing as well. Let's add another warehouse. I hope you see kind of what I'm doing here. Stepping up so that one area will get... This will get cotton. The cotton gins will turn that into threads. They dump it here. That goes into this warehouse. These ones are fabric weavers, so they turn that thread into fabric, and then it dumps that resource here. And then this will be a full fabric output warehouse, and it will be dumped with fabrics, and we'll put a bunch of tailors here, and we'll kind of go like 1, 2, 3, and 4 for now. And then finally, the final output, maybe I should have done this the other way, but the final output I'll just have kind of go like this into its own storage thing, which I'll do right now, so we have the resources. Go like this. It will delete you. We'll go like this. And like that. There we go. Excuse me. You'll be making threads. So you can see my workers, my builders are going super fast. As quick as they can go. You'll stay. Cotton's going to be coming. make sure all of them are set to use scissors. And even though it goes without saying, I want to make sure that they choose the correct storage. That is your designated dumping storage. Do not go anywhere else. Dump your stuff here only. I'll have 3 of them making tailored fabrics with scissors. And in fact, actually, this one, reject all, reject all. Yeah, make sure you only have, this one should have threads, and this one should have fabrics. And then I also want to have, in this middle one, a small source of scissors. Scissors, 5, and that's all I need. Let's get threads going. Do I have enough qualified whiskers? I may have to pull them from certain sources where they're just not currently being used, or I just get more of them. Let's have that one making bedding for now. We'll see how useful this is at a certain point. Make sure that these whiskers are always dumping in the correct place. Hello? Oh. Go to the fire tenders and actually just fully shut them off. You are no longer necessary fire tenders. That's more builders for me. Get them out of those positions that they're just not necessary in. Let's make a couple of craft masters, because I do need some. Very good. So I think I like how this industrial district is shaping out to be, though I may need to add another output hopper for the buildings here. Probably put a large storage here once we... Hello, how do we see that? Very good. Make sure we're getting all the good resources. 27 whiskers in the logistics hub. 32 miners. Make sure it's actually 30. This is looking good. Wait a second. Weaving cloak. Where? Which one? You should not be weaving cloak. You should only be making fabric. Very good. Big bill, big bill, big bill, big bill. And soon, we'll hopefully be getting enough approval. We'll be making enough excess that we'll be in a good shape here. This right here is just for, basically just for the tailored cloaks. How assigned? Okay, whitelist allowed resource is only fabrics. You should only be getting whitelist allow only threads, and I should have been doing that before. How? What is that? Those are the threads. Okay. Hello, smuggler. Yoink, 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 yoink. Look at that. Look at that. That's a massive jump, actually. What the hell? That is actually a crazy large jump. Let's give him a bunch of resources. I don't need as much fuel, so let's kind of clear out some of the storage here. 35. And I'm so sad that I can't get more. I'm going to give him actually 99 more. I'm going to give him all of it, actually. And I want to give him just enough more fuel that I can get another. So 43 extra bullion. That right there is the jump we needed. To say, I'd say this colony is now successful. That was I've never seen a jump like that, because I think the last smuggler shipment was like 19 gold, and all of a sudden it jumped up to like an insane amount. Let's give just enough to... $20. 1 gold difference. Okay. So I'm fine with bare minimum for now, just to try and save up as much as we can before we hit the giga economy moment. I think I'll allow this one to take anything, I think, because it's just not going to be that much, as much reaching it. I don't want you. I don't want to reroll either, so I'm just going to take you, and I'll take one more, take you. The rest I don't care about. Should have been looking for certain traits. Let's take hardtack, I guess. Not that we need it, but just something, I guess. We're going to have threadbare clothing for a little bit. But we'll be pretty quickly getting our resources back up. Oh, come on, let's get that cut stone going. Just needs to be getting there. Look at that. Just imagine trying to work in this area. Like, Jesus, that would just suck. And that's why I want this as far away from the colony as I can. They are using fire tongs, right? They are. Okay, so this should now start running at essentially an enhanced capacity. We'll be really boosting. Make sure there's movement speed, boosts. Let's see how you're doing. Like you're getting resource still. Yeah, it looks like it. You're still getting resources. Oh, why am I not? Oh, also, that comment you left, I have done that many times before, where I mine throughout the middle of this island, and then put a couple of elevators, usually just one, before I start to kind of get bored of the campaign. But definitely, okay, this one's definitely being used. But definitely I could do that. I'm not going to do that right this second. I'm probably going to add kind of a path here, or just like a station. I'll add another station, like, not here, because I can't add a station, but I can add a station, actually I could add a station like here, and then have that go out to the middle of the mountain, where then they go up on an elevator, but I think we've shaved down the mountain enough that I don't think that's necessary. At least not right now. Oh my god. Maybe it's not far enough from the colony. Maybe I do leave the mountain, at least this part of the mountain I leave as kind of a shield from the smog that gets produced. Because that is just not fun. Not good for them, for sure. So they're definitely getting enough fabric, so I might be able to put another producer here. Or, yeah. No, wait, hang on. We have, like, no threads, but we have a ton of fabrics, but I can probably put another building here and start producing even more fabric. I'll put it right there, which I'll put as high priority. And we do still have the night night construction boost. Okay, so threadbare clothing is still a bit of an issue. That's just because we had a small temporary lapse in our production of clothing, but we're about to have a major boost. Look how many whiskers are going to work here. No, I'm not doing that. I want to get rid of these cafes, because they take up 2 whiskers for lower quality than the dining hall. And in fact, I'm definitely going to add a dining hall out here. Let's let these ones go down this, and then rethink how I want to do this. Because I could do kind of like this. Like that. And, whoa, they're dumping fuel. Do these produce pollution? They do not produce pollution. That's weird. I've just lost my train of thought as to what I wanted to do. I wanted to add a dining hall. I like how this looks, but sometimes you kind of have to add things like this to help the whiskers just kind of get what they want. I don't know if I want to put it out here, really, because it's a little far away. I can put it right here. So we have a dining hall now. That dining hall is going to be very helpful. These aren't working at their maximum capacity because I don't have explorer guilds. I could actually just track down anyone in the explorer guild. Let's see. Let's look around here for those in the Explorer Guild and see if I can replace them with the correct person to try and get a little bit of extra efficiency. No. Let's get you. No one there. Let's get... Once these ones become Grandmass... Oh, wait a second. Can't replace you. I can replace you. Replace you as well. Yep, that's it. Oh, wait a second, I did that wrong? No, okay, there we go. Just try and make this as efficient as I can possibly make it. So yesterday we produced 68 tailored cloaks, which I really like to see. Okay, I'm going to stop producing bread at this point entirely and just go all in on jam pastries. Smoked fish. I won't have a supply. You know what? I'll keep making a supply of smoked fish just so we don't just stop randomly. Ooh, okay, maybe that was too many and I buffed them too much. We're producing roughly 111? That doesn't look right. We're producing the... Okay, let me look at my thread production. So I did this a few days ago, or in-game. We're producing 152 threads. We use up 144 of those threads. 99. These are filled up, so they're at pretty much maximum capacity. They're not able to dump fast enough. That might actually be part of it, is that we can't get them to dump fast enough. Okay, this is gonna suck because I'm gonna lose some resources, but it's gonna have to be done. what I need to do is to just kind of do that and like that. So they just dump instantaneously, and it just goes right in. So it only takes fabric. So you can go, you see it's going as fast as physically possible now, going straight into storage. I don't really need that here, I don't think, because it seems to be, they seem to be outputting as fast as they can. This should just speed things up, though. So we're making a good amount of bedding every day. I need to get another luxury supplier, which I'll put over here. Go like that. Over here, I'll fill you up, and I will not have any of that. This one might not even be big enough. I may need to add another one just because of how many workers are out here. I don't think I have enough mushroom production to turn these on yet. Okay, so these ones have finished here. This is where I'm definitely going to have my steam production, or my steam power production. I think... I'm going to get rid of these guys for... No, I can't. I can't do that. I actually can't do that. I need them to do something, though. I can't have them sitting around doing nothing. I need them filling stuff up so that we're using up our stone more efficiently. I guess I could have them out here, but then I'd need to have a way to get stone from way over here out there. So I think... Okay, I'm just gonna not have workers in them right this second and consider this a little bit more deeply. So just looking here, this just looks so easy to just have a bunch of the earthworks people, or earthworks buildings out here, probably 4 or 5 of them. But I need to get a conveyor, which... Let me fiddle with this one. I can't request resources for it. This is just accepting, though. One thing I'd be interested in is if I put an input hopper, and I say only get this resource, and then at the end of the hopper, I have one of these warehouses that can accept inputs from a flat belt, what would happen? So if I were to say put something like a small warehouse right here, and I go, hey, oh, it would have to be like that. And I would have to go kind of like that. Go like that. Drop. I'll have an input over. This is gonna look ugly, unfortunately, but I can't really avoid it. But this is definitely temporary. I'm sure if anyone has watched this series, you might get sick of me saying that. I'll only allow stone to be dropped off here. We may actually start getting low on certain resources. We might start getting low on logs at the moment. Just because of how much we're using. Let's look at our... Wow. That's looking good. I want to expand the farm, even though we don't have a full area. But just kind of go like that. It looks good. That'll give them more work to do, but I'm completely fine with that. Okay, Threadbare clothing. You can see, whoa, 116 tailored cloaks are now being worn. That's a massive boost. Threadbare clothing is our current issue. Okay, so it looks like we're worse pollution than ever. So our solution wasn't a full solution, which is very unfortunate. I may have to split this industrial district up to get rid of that nauseating pollution debuff. You can see when there's not pollution, this area looks kind of nice, but as soon as they start working, things just get bad. I can just give them a bunch. I will not give them our tailored cloaks right this second. I'm going to give them a... Whoa, that's a lot of machinery. Okay. I'll give you some machinery and some fuel, because I'm going to be taking a... I'm going to be paying a bit of tax soon, as well as getting a bunch of money from the smuggler. Okay. Oh, I've not been researching anything for a little while. We built up a bunch of bronze and other stuff, which is good. Let's go with the rail booster, and I think that'll be definitely the next thing we go for. Let me read through these and see if there's one that I'm actually interested in right this second. I could do this one, but I don't think that's not going to help us right now. I could do that one again, but I think food production buildings are far more important, given our current conundrums. Do I have any? I have no space. I can take one. A warm core craftmaster who's... Oh my god, this is like Bramble. You're perfect. Everyone else, get the fuck out. Or, excuse me, get the hell out of here. Okay. How much is this used? Oh, it's used a fair bit. Again, I don't need anything from you. I wonder if there's a negative for that. So far, I've hit 0 negatives for just saying, nope, I do not want your resources. So far, I think I'm pretty happy with this area we just got here. Let's look at yesterday. So we now produce 126 tailored cloaks, which I think is about 3x what we need. Almost 3x, so it's probably about 2 or so x what we need, which is very nice. I'm very happy with that. I'm definitely going to increase storage in that area, which is going to be fun. In fact, once we mine more of the mountain out here, I'm going to move a few of these inside, like you and you. Just like that. And I might want to add a large storage, like right here, which I'll do once this one kind of empties out. Bedding, let's add a few of you, make sure you have full amount. I have enough that I can actually start making chests as well, but to be frank, I don't need the approval bonus. It's just not necessary right now. Once we get rid of this negative, and in fact, we should definitely get a bathhouse. So now that we have this area, I'm gonna... Oh, hang on. Let's finish this off. Hang on. Sorry. I'm like, my mind is kind of going into like 6 different places at once right this second. Let's do this. Oh, I don't have enough logs. That's fine. Oh, wait a second. Because we're gonna get some. There's some more logs. Slowly we're getting there. Let's get back to it. Jesus. Come on. Just a little bit. 2 more logs. No, they used them. Oh my god, wow, the end of the episode already! Time is absolutely flying. We've constructed kind of a monstrosity of industry right here. Optimized it considerably. So now we more than doubled our tailored cloak production per day. Almost 130 tailored cloaks. If I go back a ways, we've doubled our tailored cloak production. But that could even go up even higher because we have so much cotton coming in and enough approval. I could boost all of them, give them the overtime boost, but I don't think that'll be necessary. We'll see in the next episode. Thank you for watching. This has been Jappa in Whiskerwood. I hope to see you in the next episode.